Hi folks, welcome to the grand finale. We've made it to the final episode of One to One at Christmas. Please let us know in the comments below if you have enjoyed this series of videos, and let us know as well how you've got on in the Christmas quiz over the past week or two as well. And of course, if you have missed any of the videos, you can go back and find them on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. But for my final guest, I have the most competitive person I have ever met. So welcome, Dan. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Gareth. Thank you. Thank you for the intro.
Looking forward to this?
I am indeed. Yeah, as you say, I'm quite competitive. So yeah. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to have a good performance today.
Excellent. And I think you're probably winning the prize for the best Christmas hat anyway. And t-shirt.
Yeah. So this is Millie's favourite hat. She's always asked me to wear it, and I never do. But I thought for today I would wear it.
Special occasion, good.
Special occasion, yeah.
And all set for Christmas in your household?
Yes. I only need to buy one present for one person, and then everything else gets done. So that's worked out well for me.
Good. And as I said, you're very competitive. I imagine other members of your family possibly are as well. Do you ever play games on Christmas Day, or do you try to give that a miss?
Oh, no, we always play games at all times. If we go away on holiday as well, we would play games. Yeah, and unfortunately, it would seem that my competitive streak has passed on to my children. All three of them are competitive in every way. Yeah, even we're doing some running at the moment. And whenever we go out running, we just end up racing each other and everything. So yeah, we're competitive. So
does Christmas Day usually end in tears and tantrums, or?
Yeah, it certainly has in the past. There's a game called Cox. I don't know if you know it, where you have to grab these things off of the middle of the table, and that can often result in fisticuffs, shall we say, and people shout at each other and everything. But generally it's good humoured, and we all know that we're quite competitive, so we take it on the chin and move on to the next game.
Right, good. Well, hopefully no tears and tantrums today.
No,
we're gonna go on with the Christmas quiz, and as I was saying to you just before we started recording, I'm hoping that we're gonna have a dramatic ending to the quiz,
like Max Verstappen.
Yeah, no pressure, but the score you need to beat is 13. So at the moment, it's tied between Bobby and John. So let me remind you, it's 60 seconds, 2 points for a correct answer, -1 for a wrong answer, and you can only pass on one question, okay?
Okay.
Are you nervous?
No.
No? I'm feeling a bit nervous with this being the last one.
No, I think if I don't win, I won't mind. But if I do win, it'll be good. So either way, I'm okay in this one.
Yeah, we'll see if you don't mind.
There's some clever people beforehand, you know, so I don't mind losing to some of these clever people.
Yeah, and I've got faith that you have a lot of useless knowledge in your head.
Oh yeah, certainly I do. But whether or not it's all Christmas related, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, good. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, your time starts now. The candy cane resembles which letter of the alphabet?
J.
Correct. Which country did Mary and Joseph flee to shortly after Jesus'
Egypt.
birth? Correct. Which kind of road was the little donkey travelling on?
A dusty road.
Correct. Which pink and yellow television character had a Christmas #1 in 1990?
Mr. Blobby.
Correct. What do people traditionally put on top of their Christmas tree?
A star or an angel.
Correct. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
5 gold rings.
Correct. Which red-breasted bird do we associate with
Robin.
Christmas? Correct. Stay Another Day was a Christmas hit for which?
E17.
Correct. Which 2 Gospels record the story of Jesus' birth?
Matthew and Luke.
Correct. Which sport did British and German troops play during the Christmas Day truce
Football.
in 1914? Correct. Which member of the Beatles released a song called Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time?
Paul McCartney.
Correct. Which Christmas-themed ballet was first performed in Russia in 1892?
The Nutcracker.
Correct. What was the name of Coldplay's 2010 Christmas song?
Ooh. Yellow.
Wrong.
Shiver. Oh.
-1 for that. It was Christmas Lights. But I think you've absolutely smashed it. And
Let's hope so.
completely annihilated the rest of the pack. Let me just add it up quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, -1, 23. You have absolutely destroyed the field there.
Good. Well, there we go. That's what I like to hear.
We got the grand finale we were looking for.
Good,
so
yeah.
well done, Dan. You are
Thank
the
you.
2021 quiz champion.
Woo.
Would you like to do a emotional?
I'd like to thank my mother and father for providing me with a brain that can only keep in inconsequential information. So random things that no one actually needs to know except for in the context of a quiz. So thank you, Mum and Dad.
Excellent. Good. Right, now we're on to slightly more serious matters, not particularly more serious to start with, but 3 questions. The first one is, what is your favourite ever Christmas present?
So I think I've had a Christmas present from my youth and maybe a Christmas present in recent times. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I think my best Christmas present, the one that I sort of remember the most, we had a Christmas over in the West Coast in this tiny little bungalow. I mean, the water was brown and everything. I don't know why we went over to this bungalow, but no, it was great times over in the bungalow. We used to go over during the summer months and it was brilliant, but we went over for Christmas one time. And the gift I got given there was my first proper PC. And I remember it quite vividly because it had Encarta 95. I don't know if you remember, you know, the sort of and there was an encyclopedia. So it had all the information that you could ever want. And I think I spent the next however many days we were there just with this CD looking through Encarta 95, just being amazed at all the information that was on this thing, which obviously has maybe stood me in good stead.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
So I remember that really vividly. And I also remember at that point, like quizzing my mum on her knowledge on dog breeds. And she did really well at that point as well. Every dog I brought up on the screen, she was able to get. I remember being truly impressed that she knew all the dog breeds. So maybe that's where my knowledge of, you know, keeping, you know, rubbish information in my head comes from my mum.
Good. So that was that, and then there was another one, yeah. Yeah,
so then in recent times, the thing that's actually made a fairly large change in my life, I suppose, would be someone got me for my Secret Santa gift within my family was a subscription to Strava. So normally what happens is I would only use the cheap version because I'm tight and the free version even. So, but I got the subscription version and that's prompted me to do this run for a lot of time. So that's been a change in over lockdown, really, over the last 2 years. I've been doing a lot of running, so that's been a good thing.
Yeah, because I was going to say, you before that were probably about as unfit as me.
Yeah, I think
now you're much fitter than me.
We used to just watch all the guys running around the football pitch and just try and just watch in awe as they ran around. But yeah, my fitness has come up a bit. It's still not great, but it's better than yours, I suppose. So.
It's not much of an achievement.
Yeah.
So that's good. Second question: what is your favourite Christmas carol?
My favourite Christmas carol, I think it would have to be "O Come All Ye Faithful." The main reason for that is, you know, the bit in the chorus where it gets quieter, you know, and then you go up, "O Come Let Us Adore You." So I'm an awful singer, but I do quite like to sing. So when it gets to that third bit, I sort of feel like I can belt it out really loud, but because everyone else is doing that too, obviously you don't need to hear my terrible voice. So I think that's probably my favorite one as well.
Good. And yeah, like you say, there's no need for you to sing to earn a couple extra points.
Yeah, that would certainly be a motivating factor for me to try and win, was so that I wouldn't need to sing. So, because I think had I got 12 points, I would have had to have tried to sing to win.
Yeah, I know that you'd have done it.
I think I would have.
You've been spared that, and we've been spared that as well. So.
Yeah. I think that's more important. The viewers at home will not need to listen to my singing.
Okay, final question. What is your favourite Christmas-related Bible verse?
So my favourite Christmas verse, I suppose, is maybe not from the traditional Matthew or Luke or anything. It's in Corinthians. I'm sure you'll know it, Gareth. Corinthians 9:15, and it says, "Thanks be to God for His unspeakable gift, or His inexpressible gift." And I think that's a great verse, which is relevant to Christmas time because of the gifts, but also because for me, it's such a very simple, practical example of what salvation is all about. And in that, there's a gift that's been given to us from God. It's there. It's essentially got our name on it. It's waiting for us just to claim it, but it's not ours until we actually take the gift. In the same way, at Christmas time, if you've got a gift, but you never actually open it up and enjoy the gift. So I think it's such a simple way for us to understand that the gift is available to all of us for salvation. The gift is there, but we ourselves have to put our hands out and take that gift. So I think that's probably the one. It's such a simple yet profound way of explaining the gospel that I think most people could understand.
Yeah, excellent. Well, that's us done and dusted, not only for this episode, but for the entire series. So thanks, Dan. You've become the champion in the final video. So,
well, here, Gareth, although I think before we go, you'll need to tell us what your best Christmas gift was of all time so that people might know.
Lots of random gifts. Like I remember getting a little workbench one year, which for the most impractical person, that obviously didn't work out. But it was probably a little Aberdeen football top at some point as a kid. I think that would be the one that would stand out. So good stuff. Thanks to Dan. Thanks to everyone else who has participated over the last few weeks as well. Thanks to everyone at home who has watched. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. And I hope that you all have a great Christmas when it eventually comes. So goodbye for now, and God bless.